got folks up in the luxury boxes up top, so we're going to have a good, pretty.
Yeah, man. I mean, we got a top 10 matchup. Come out on Sunday afternoon.
So Caleb Smith is rolling out right now for Nebraska. The only going to be Trevor Anderson, and it is. I think that was a meet time decision for Coach Schwab, and he's going with Trevor Anderson.
Yeah, Gallhofer's had a couple early matches, but Anderson was kind of banged up too. So, but here we are. Smith right away in on the left leg. Really aggressive, does a nice job. No takedown yet. Anderson trying to keep his feet, doing a pretty good job. Oh man, he scrambles out. We've got the referees looking, but great job by Anderson not giving that up.
Speaking of the referees, the head referee, Eric McGill, backing him up, Leo Mercado. And you are right, Caleb Smith came out firing, man, right in on that shot.
I don't know if he's taking a look at this. Okay, the clock didn't start.
But there were two instances there where it's just a matter of you touch your hand and
yeah.
If you can react quick enough.
But that's the thing about Anderson. He's not he's a little slippery in those scenarios, you know, and dangerous.
So we're getting the clock reset here, or getting it, I think, as close as we can. Not sure it even started.
You got Coach Manning over there giving Smith some advice. Manning, obviously a former UNI Panther coach.
Yeah, was at the Panthers for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then went to Nebraska. I believe just at Nebraska he's working for number 300 today.
Wow.
300 dual
wow.
win. Manning's been there 25 years, coached 36 All-Americans.
Got him ranked number 4th. Doing a good job, man. Big Ten is tougher than heck.
And there you can see a ton of his accolades there. And maybe some of them are the guys that he gets, and then they go on from Nebraska, like JB and one of his coaches, James Green, to win Olympics and place in the Worlds. I mean, just outstanding coach.
Obviously, Jordan Burroughs, you know, like you say, JB gone through there, and one of the most famous wrestlers in the world. He got 7 world championships.
I
know it was 6. I think it might be 7. I don't know. That's crazy when you say
I just can't even. It just boggles my mind how good he was.
Really the face of the wrestling.
It is, because I'm not 100% sure he's done yet either.
Yeah, he's not done yet.
So much fun to watch, so explosive. Jordan Burroughs, man.
You got, like you said, James Green on staff. James, I think he was a 2-time silver, maybe a silver and a bronze.
You know, so now we have Coach Schwab up here, since we have this little bit of a lull here. He's got a 600%, 60% winning percentage. Coached 13 All-Americans. Of course, he was a national champ, an Olympian himself. And you know, he's that 184 pound weight class. UNI kind of owns that thing in the last 10 years.
Drew Foster. Taylor Lujan, they forget about. He was number 1 seed the COVID year.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Parker Kakaisen. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the clock, but hopefully we get rolling here.
Yeah, my guess is they're not even trying to. I mean, let's say it was 25 seconds. You can figure that out. I think the clock is malfunctioning. They just can't get it to work.
Shoot, we might have to be using our clock over here.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it on.
I got my phone.
We can do it on the cell phone and just yell time, like we didn't practice.
Throw the towel out, baby. Old school.
Well, I remember I'm trying to think what tournament we were at the last year or two, and track might have been down or the connection was down. Doesn't really matter. And I was like, let's go to bout cards, and a couple people go, what are those? They couldn't even remember the bout card. Well, you'd have to sign it and run it back if you won, you know, and sign it and make sure you handed it in.
Well, at the Gable Museum, we got an old clock, a writing time clock.
Yeah,
I get asked, what the heck was that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Where you had to actually go red or green. Yeah. Somebody.
And then didn't it, when you got the minute, it illuminated and then it started back? Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so now we're just to reset everything, folks. 2:41 left here in the first period. I think electronically we're working here. And maybe that little break worked to Anderson's advantage because Smith came out just on fire, just about ready to score twice there. With reaction time, he did not.
He's really quick on his feet. And if Anderson could go even, I think it's probably a win for him in the first period if he can stay with it because he's tough on top.
Yeah, so Smith, three-time qualifier, All-American last year, 6th, sitting at 11-2 this year, ranked 5th. Trevor Anderson is a redshirt sophomore. He's sitting at 8-3 this year. Just came back off injury last week. Wrestled down in Coralville, Soldier Salute. He was Doug Schwab's starter last year. And right now the pace I would say would favor Trevor Anderson.
Yeah, it's totally slowed down for at least at this point. About a minute and a half left in the first.
So Trevor's got Smith's head under. He's trying to drag him down to the mat, a little short offense. Smith does a good job of working his head back out. And now they're just locked up here. They can't move. They're going to have to stalemate this thing, set him back up.
Well, I'm telling you, Nebraska coaches want him going. And I think UNI's done a good job coaching Anderson on, hey, man, here's how you close the gap. Don't let it. You don't want to wrestle him in the open because you can see him always tying him up here.
Yeah, even with those fakes, if you see Anderson bouncing on those fakes, that's trouble because at some point Smith will time that. And that's everybody. If you got a guy that's got real good fakes. Oh, Smith driving double.
Oh, my goodness. Great job by trying to anyway. Great job. That's the second time he's avoided that takedown.
I'm going to say third time. I think there was two instances earlier that he could have been taken down. He's almost dead to rights there, gets dropped to that hip, but keeps the whizzer and he works back up. That's great wrestling by Trevor Anderson right there. And a little demoralizing from Smith. Two good shots and no points.
Getting down to 20 seconds left in the first.
Anderson last year knocked off #1 ranked wrestler. And if you remember last year at 125, that was about a weekly thing. Anybody that was ranked #1 didn't want to be.
Wow, first period, good job by Anderson. Staying even there. I think that was probably a good plan. Smith takes down.
Yeah, so you're going to make this thing a 4-minute match now, and Anderson pretty darn good on top.
Well, you know, Smith defending, or ranked #5, and you're going against an unranked guy. You're thinking probably, hey, maybe we get a major, big win here, and it's already still 0-0 after 3 minutes. And probably this is the best spot. Anderson likes to be in this spot. Claw ride on top.
Yeah, watching Anderson, he's real good on top, but like a lot of guys, can get a little rambunctious, get a little out of position, and give up maybe a reversal.
He likes it here. He likes to pull you back, try to get a tilt, but Smith doing a real nice job. Gets his point. Nice sit out. Nice double, too. Nice double. Anderson fights it off. Front headlock. Oh, wow. Anderson tried.
Getting a little extended there. That's a little dangerous, but he wants to score some points, too. And this might wear on Smith with his head underneath
he likes
there.
It here. Anderson likes that situation.
Yeah, he puts Smith in a little danger. He's trying to just more or less like crunch him over, drive into him and crunch him over. Smith might be just too strong in that position right now.
Oh, he's coming. Oh, wow, here it is.
If he keeps that arm trap, that's a takedown, and that is a takedown.
Big, man, big takedown.
I think Smith panicked a little bit there, didn't want to go to his back, but Trevor Anderson just overwhelmed him, and now Smith hasn't got his bearings yet, Coach.
Now he won the match against Tara Keene in Iowa State last year with that same maneuver. And here he is. He likes this place to tilt. Tries to get a tilt here. Smith, I don't think he's probably felt this.
No, but he's getting a little bit loose off those hips. Needs to come back up on top, and he does.
Big right out if he can do it here.
He's over a minute riding time with a 3-1 lead. Smith hits a little Granby roll trying to get out for one. It looks like he might square up and get it.
Big escape. Big
Huge
escape. Yeah. Big escape from Smith.
So that cuts Anderson's lead to 3-2. He does have the riding time, but Smith will get to start on top.
I think he's just going to cut him once the wrestle on his feet. That's where he should. That's where he's best. But I think you're right. I think this wasn't the plan for Smith, you know. He's got to reevaluate.
So Smith will push Anderson away. Now Anderson up 4-2. And Smith's plan is obviously to get a takedown, go up by a point, and work that riding time off.
Yeah, still a minute 13 in riding time.
But exactly what we expected, pretty much the whole duel. Just competitive matches, great matches all the way through is what we're expecting.
No stall calls or anything. Been good wrestling. And you see Smith when he's in space, faking. That's really where he's the most dangerous. Right here, he's in space, and you see Anderson crowding him, getting a hold of him, which really takes that away.
Smith definitely has slowed down, and obviously Anderson's got a lot to do with that. But he is going to pull the trigger here at least one or two more times with this minute to go. Under a minute to go now.
Okay, so there is a stall call. But he can afford a stall call. Oh,
he's trying that little whip over again.
Almost a reverse whip over.
And Anderson's long enough now. He's got a little, almost like a Metzger on the mat in the crotch there.
Anderson probably is in good shape just staying here. The clock's on his side. But they get a stalemate. The crowd doesn't like that.
Nobody likes that in the McLeod Center because Anderson's got Smith's head tucked under, and that's going to be another 10 or 15 seconds for Smith to clear that. Give Smith a reset, trying to get to Anderson's legs, does not.
Anderson right where he wants to be, front headlock.
If he can keep his head buried there, he's going to win this match, but I know it's going to be another 15 seconds. Smith's going to come hard at least. He's got one more bullet. He's coming.
10 seconds. Great match by Anderson. Wow.
So the Panthers draw first blood. Trevor Anderson over number 5, Kenny Smith, 5-2. Put the Panthers up 3-0 in the dual meet.
Anderson yelling, "I'm back."
Trevor Anderson.
What a boost for the Panthers.
You're watching You and I Wrestling in Nebraska. Well, coming off that 125-pound match, and I think, you know, not to build it too much, but now you've got another barn burner. Yep. These guys have wrestled at least 3 times. I think Farber's up 2-1 on Van D. So Jacob Van D for Nebraska ranked 21 in the country. He's sitting 5-5 on the year. Julian Farber 4-2 on the year. He's also a national qualifier as well as Van D. I think Farber beat him in Vegas last year, and then in the dual meet, Van D got him at national tournament when Farber was a little dinged up. But this is going to go a long way to settle who wins this dual meet, Coach.
Well, don't think Nebraska's not thinking, hey, we can't have this one lose this one too. You know, that's not the way it's drawn up for them. So, yeah, this is real big. And that match, that was a beautiful design on how Trevor Anderson wrestled that first match.
Good job by Doug Schwab and the coaching staff to give him a plan, and then he executed the plan. It's easy to get the plan right, but then your athlete has to execute the plan, and Trevor Anderson did just that. Speaking of the Panthers' assistant coaches, of course, Doug Schwab assisted by Lee Roper, Randy Peel, Drew Foster. Mark Manning's assistants, Brian Schneider, Trevel Diagnov, and James Green, and that's a loaded coaching staff there with credentials.
Yeah, man, there's some world medals in that baby. both staffs really both got good staffs and do a good job.
I mean, Tervel, he was two-time Olympian,
Yeah.
And placed, I think it was bronze out in London, so in 2012. I mean, those are legit.
I think he was a 3-time champ for Nebraska Kearney
Yeah.
in Division II, but he could go with anybody. He was Division II, but he could go.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good to see him stay there. I mean, you never know if it was, 20, 25
Right.
now.
Oh, yeah, Van Die's done a nice job. Got his first takedown. Been very aggressive in this match. Really did a nice job riding. Got arm bar on one side, or trying to.
Van D with the lead and that bar arm, so he's just racking up some riding time now over 30 seconds.
He's going for it. Out to the side. Now a leg in. Guillotine action.
Two on one on that wrist. Obviously, got to get that wrist back and then try to defend that leg, get that leg out. But starts to get his arm back. Farber does. But still with that cross body ride, we're not going anywhere, so they're going to call it stalemate here, which really is a good call for Farber to
It
get
is,
him.
and he needs to take advantage of it and get out. You got 15 seconds to get out.
Get him a restart.
How many times do you do that drill? 15 seconds to get out.
Yeah.
Tries to sit out. Van D follows. Really a good first period for Van D for sure. 3-0 lead, and gonna have a minute 17 riding time, 16 riding time.
Yeah, great period for Van D. Farber not so much. He's down in a little bit of a hole here going in the second period. But that's exactly what Coach Manny needed to try to get that momentum swinging back towards the Cornhusker side.
Yeah. See if Farber can erase that riding time at least on top.
Van D up to his feet, he's breaking that lock. And he's going to get out for his 1-point escape to bump his lead now to 4-0. Now imperative that Farber really needs to pick up his pace here and try to score a takedown in this second period. Digs that underhook.
Yeah, Van D gets another takedown. They're thinking major.
Absolutely, absolutely. Farber got Van D's head buried there. I would think he'd want to maybe push in and then pull him down to the mat, maybe wrestle a little short offense, but now he switches off to a 2-on-1. But the impetus now to score is on Farber. Not that Van D's going to sit on that 4-0 lead, but
yeah, I mean, a takedown by Farber, you're right back in the match.
a good snap by Farber, but needs to follow it up with
does.
a shot. Looks like he's trying to dig those underhooks.
Yeah,
and wrestle
he
from
really
there.
hasn't been close yet for a score. He hasn't, got to his leg or anything.
Van D just keeping good position there. Keeping elbows tight to his body, head right in Farber's shoulder. Getting towards the end of the second period now. Van D's going to keep that 4-0 lead, and for now, at least that riding time. So
Farber goes neutral, which probably makes sense, He get a takedown, he can race the riding time too. But he needs to get more action going. Create some opportunities. Not a great shot, had his head down, but Van D just playing good defense right now.
Yeah, he's going to have to force, as Farber's going to have to force his will here. Van D's going to keep blocking him off with that 4-0 lead, 5-0 lead with the riding time. Now Farber's looking for that 3-point takedown plus erasing the riding time and get riding 5 seconds. So in reality, it'd be like a 4-point takedown, but then you'd still be losing the match. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves as Farber has not had a legit attack yet, Coach.
Yeah. And we're rolling down close to a minute left. I mean, Farber, you don't want him to get too crazy, though. You don't want to give up a takedown and give up a major.
Right.
Needs a legit shot here.
Yeah, you can't be reckless here, but boy, you really need to get that that offense going here with just 40 seconds left in the match.
Their shot got to the leg. Almost Van D coming around. A lot of scrambling. Van D, nothing yet. Be a big takedown for Van D if he can get it.
Boy, and Farber, if he could just get his hips in the back there. But
yeah, I don't think he wants to jump over him like that. Get yourself in trouble, but he comes up in a good spot. He's in on a high crotch.
It's short time. He's going to have to get a takedown, but then he's going to have to get a real quick near fall to win the match. He might not even be able to finish the takedown as a single up in the air. And Van D will win the match 5-0 with the riding time. And that will knot the dual meet up at 3-3. That's a pretty good little flurry. Two good athletes there in the third period.
Yep. Not giving that up was good on Farber, but I think he needed to get going earlier in the match. I mean, he went after it that last minute. But
you're watching UNI Wrestling versus Nebraska. And that is our CFU match watch. Number 8, Cale Happel. Number 5, Brock Hardy. These guys have a little history too, Coach.
Yes, they do, and they've beaten each other. And here we find you put yourself in this dual meet, big match for both teams.
Yeah, it seems like every guy that walks out here, we're saying big match, and it's both ways. It's big for Nebraska to win this match, big for UNI to win this match.
Yeah, and you're talking about the number 5 and number 8 guys, so individually it's a big match for seedings and everything else.
Absolutely. You know, in the way that anymore the seedings go, so if you take out, say Happel takes out Hardy, of course he's gonna jump up in the rankings. But everybody Hardy beats is just like Happel's beat him.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So you don't get to see a ton of Big Ten teams, and Nebraska didn't see a ton of Big 12 teams. But if you can beat one of those elite guys and they have a good season, that's just a feather in your cap come seeding time at national tournament. So Hardy's sitting 12-1 on the year, having an outstanding year. Ranked number 5, Brigham City, Utah. He's a 2-time All-American.
Nice shot by Happel. But Hardy, man, real strong sprawl. Big hips. Happel. Now, Hardy might be looking for a cradle. No, Happel comes up. He's trying to lift, trying to scoot around. Nice job by Happel.
He needs to drive over that, and he can get a takedown.
Oh, now Hardy's in on the high crotch. What a scramble here
Hardy's
we got.
so strong right
now
there.
Hardy goes across. He's got the advantage. Looks like he's going to get the takedown, and he does.
And he does. Good wrestling by both guys. Hardy stays just in it just a little bit longer.
Oh, look, cradle by Hardy. Cradle. But no points. Happel does come out, man. That could have been. Whew, that could have changed a lot of things there.
Yeah, Happel did a good job of breaking that lock and only giving up a 1 count. But Hardy is a 2-time All-American, 6th and 3rd.
Yeah, he's been in the battles, man, big time.
Good freestyler, U20s in 23. He got 3rd in the world, bronze 3rd.
Here it is. He cuts across, and that really gave him the advantage, and ends up nice takedown by Hardy.
So Happel sitting at number 8 in the country. Senior out of Lisbon, Iowa, sitting at 10-1 on the year. Two-time qualifier, round of 12 last year. He's a match away from being All-American.
Yes, he was. There's that cradle again. He's just waiting on that cradle.
Yes, he is.
He loves that throw a leg in and then sags over the top. And he hooks it up, man. Happel doing a good job breaking it, but he's got to do a better job not being in that position, if possible.
Now Hardy trying to dig in a bar arm on Happel. And Hardy still accruing riding time. He's up over 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Now Happel with the stall call.
And first period's going to end with Brock Hardy 3-0 lead, minute 19 of riding time.
That's a good period for Brock Hardy.
Looks like we may have some blood.
Trying to find it.
Yeah. So now is Coach Schwab in a dilemma on whether to go down, go feet.
Yeah, because Hardy is really good on top, and he obviously showed it there, but that's not unusual, man. He's tough on top. So, yeah, I could see a neutral call, decide to go neutral here.
Looks like Happel had a cut on his hand. Frank Baker, the very accomplished trainer for the Panthers, gets him all cleaned up.
Well, I think Hardy took down, so see if Happel can get rid of the riding time, if nothing else. Ten more seconds to get rid of the riding time. Needs a lift here.
Yeah, at least needs to keep attempting to put him down.
Lets him go. Hardy, very savvy, turns in, almost gets a double leg takedown.
So the riding time looked like it was right at a minute when he broke free, but it's at 59 seconds now, so they're technically not a riding time point on the board. But Hardy is up 4-0.
Yeah, Happel needs to go. He needs to get a takedown, and when he goes is his best chance to get a takedown because he's good when he's hitting his shots.
And similar to last match with Farber, I mean, it's imperative on Happel now that he needs to pick up the pace and be looking to be more offensive and score. Got Hardy in a front headlock. Hardy clears that, and it digs in a little shallow underhook, but real good with their head position here in Nebraska.
Nice job by Happel. Getting some action, gets an angle. He gets a cradle hooked up right here. He has a cradle, takes him over.
He's got it.
No back points, no takedown. There's 3. There's back points.
Now he's getting near fall. He's got at least a 2 count. If he holds him there, he really. Oh, he might have it pinned here. It's getting close.
He's got 4.
Hardy looks a little shell-shocked there.
20 seconds. He's on the edge. He needs to stay on the edge.
Happel needs to keep him all the way down the rest of the period here. Happel all the way in the splits, extended off the edge of the mat. You can see Coach Snyder saying he needs to work up off that leg, and they finally did start counting. And Happel does a nice job of driving him off the mat. And you can see Nebraska coaches are really upset about that.
Wow, that was a lot. Took away riding time, down to 24 seconds. Now he's got a 7-4 lead. He was behind 4-0. Or no, was it 4-0?
He was down 4-0.
Yeah.
And he is going to go. It was his choice.
He
He's
took
going to
neutral.
go feet here.
Yeah, took neutral.
But Happel with an outstanding second period. Now takes the lead over number 5, Brock Hardy. And And once again, kind of what we expected, Coach. Just tooth and nail dogfight, both teams.
Great meet so far. Now, Happel's in a similar situation Anderson was in. He's got a lead.
There's also a way to manage your lead, Coach.
And you know Hardy's going to be coming after him.
I think that took a little out of Hardy, obviously getting turned, but he will recover.
Man, Hardy had a cradle twice hooked up.
Without a shot being shot or any offense, Happel will get a stall point against him, a warning into a point.
Another cradle.
Happel's going back into the cradle.
Oh, man. He's trying to force it. He don't want to force it. Happel needs to stay solid here. "49 seconds.
Wow, action-packed. Happel up now 7-5 after he gets a stall point. So Hardy now looking at a three-point takedown and a right-out, going to win this match. Happel got to be active because he can't give up any more stall points, Coach.
Now he needs, and there's a shot by Hardy in on a high crotch. Elevated him through. Happel. Hardy coming out for a double. Nice whizzer by Happel, saving himself here on the edge. Happel trying to pick the ankle up.
You're going to have to watch that knee, trying to lock out that hip. But Happel reaches back under for the ankle. 15 seconds to go. Really needs to watch that leg. There's no control there as long as Happel keeps that leg of Hardy's.
4 seconds.
Short time. We're going to have a,
wow!
Right now we're going to have a 7-5 win by Happel, but Nebraska's going to challenge that there's a takedown. So this is going to go to review, Coach.
I did not have a good angle, but that angle.
I think as long as he had his leg, as long as he's got that leg there, unless.
Yeah, I agree.
You can't go back and count danger after the fact.
I agree. I understand why Nebraska would want to throw it.
100%, 100%. So Coach Manning over there.
What a crazy another match, Coach Brad.
I'm telling you.
Woo! We got her going here in the Cloud Center.
Whatever they're charging for tickets, we need to raise it. We need to raise the ticket prices. Are you kidding?
Oh, man.
These first 3 matches were great. And I think it's just going to keep building, man. There's some great matches coming up here. We're only 3rd match in. So obviously a huge call here with the referees. I don't know how they're going to go and overturn themselves. Of
no,
course,
I don't either.
My track record on these is not very good.
Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nothing changed.
You're still in a scramble position there to me.
Unless they start, they called one.
Yeah, I just don't see. No. I don't see the control there.
No, I don't see how.
But I want 100% understand challenging that, trying to get that because that's a huge match.
They lost the challenge. Nothing. Oh, baby.
Cale Happel pulls the second upset of the day, wins 7-5 over number 5, Brock Hardy. That'll put the Panthers in the lead 5-2. We'll take us started off. 3 great matches, 2 upsets by the Panthers, at least on paper. We're rolling right into 149 pounds. Nebraska, Ridge Lovett, senior out of Post Falls, Idaho. He's going to go against UNI's Colin Real Buto, number 15 in the country. Redshirt senior out of Somers, New York.
Ridge Lovett, man, this guy can wrestle. He's dangerous. He can pin you. But hey, how about this start? 2 number 5s go down for Nebraska in the McLeod Center.
And Schwab's got these guys fired up and ready to go. Like you said, Lovett ranked number 5, 8-1 on the year. He's also another guy, 2-time All-American, 6th, and a runner-up.
He's a runner-up, man. This guy, really good. But, dude, Colin Real, I love watching this guy wrestle. He can wrestle, man. And we'll see. But there it is, what I'm talking about. Riabuto comes out of being straight on his back.
And back in the old touch fall days, right, in freestyle, that match is over.
You know, Nebraska's thinking, hey, man, we need a big win here. They need a fall. And he's already looking for back points. It's close.
Yeah, Lovett can score a ton of points in a hurry. Riabuto, 17th in the country, ranking-wise, two-time national qualifier.
Oh, look at this, man. Close again for back points. Lovett is after it here.
And
he's getting back.
Yeah, he's getting near fall there. I believe he got 3. And now it's been awarded, so it's 6-0. Ridge Lovett over Riabuto, and he's looking for more.
He's really dangerous here with the legs in, pulling you back, pulling you sideways right to your back, looking for a cradle. All kinds of options there for Lovett.
He's just got real good hip pressure there. He's tying up your arms. Like, you know, when you're under that, there's almost feel like there's no option, Coach.
6-0, minute 31 riding time with 53 seconds left in the first. Yeah, he can rack up points quick.
Yeah, so Riabuto needs to at least get up and get on his feet, which he does. Maybe get out for that 1-point escape. There it is. So now Riabuto on the board.
Well, Riabuto in, got him upside down. Waterfall position.
He's going to try to get Lovett maybe in a little danger here.
25 seconds.
He keeps hipping in. Both these guys are real hard to score on from neutral position. Just savvy. And good scramblers. And Lovett now Lovett's going to try to put Riabuto in a little danger with just a few seconds left here in the first period.
Wow, that's some scrambling going on, man, but it's all Lovett the first period.
So Lovett with a takedown, near fall, and he's got that riding time over a minute. Now Riabuto did get away and got in on Lovett's legs, so there's a little something to work with there.
And he is taken down. Didn't know if he'd go back down, but he's going back down. He's got to be careful right away, man. No legs come in and getting to your feet. That's a key. The leg is in, but he's on his feet. Oh, man, look at Lovett. He's pulling you back from your feet.
A little horsepower there.
Throws that leg in, looking for cradle. Riabuto on his feet. Does a nice job to get back to his feet. Broomstick. Lovett pulls it, broomsticks him down, and now the leg in. And man, that's a lot when he's in on you like that, man.
Yeah, and Riabuto's doing a nice job of coming up.
He
and
is.
it's easier said than done, but you need to stay on your feet here. You cannot get mat returned again. And Lovett, nice job. Good lift and mat return.
Tries to throw the leg in. Riabuto trying to catch the leg. Trying to get him high here.
Lovett is a little bit off to the side, but does a nice job of adjusting.
Yeah, he's got his wrist. Riabuto gets his wrist free. Throws the claw in. Tries to pull him to his back again. He's getting some back.
That's going to be worth a 2-point near fall when it's awarded. So that's 8-1. Riding time now locked. He will get a riding time point. And now in retrospect, shouldn't have went down, right?
Well, yeah, I was kind of a little surprised, but he did get out, but he got turned too along the way, and now he's got turned again.
And that's a tough call there. That's a tough call in the sense that is the 1 point worth either getting turned or the wear and tear it takes if you get ridden out.
Yeah. We'll see what Lovett takes. He's going down, I think. So right now you're sitting at a major decision if everything would stay the same. 8-point with writing time locked.
Yeah, obviously for the Panthers, a mini win would be not getting any bonus points.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Guto stepped over his ankle. Pressure on the head. Crowd's getting a little anxious. Lovett's kind of, I think, playing cat and mouse here, looking for a spot to pop up.
Real Buto good in the top position too, but he's getting a little out of position here where Lovett, just like he's in on a shot from the neutral position now, he's looking to finish this.
Roberto trying to do some back
that should be a count. He's still on top.
I think he just got 2 1 points.
So Real Buto gets a 2-point near fall, ends up giving up a 2-point reversal.
Roberto really took a chance there.
Oh, so Real Buto did not get, you were right, Coach. You got a 1 count, pause, 1 count.
Now in a Granby position, trying to get points. There are his points. Impossible back points here.
That's definitely needs to count that. Took way too long to count that. Now he's trying to go for a fall.
He's got 3 back points.
So that's going to help a ton for the major, but now Real Buto, we're not off the mat yet. Real Buto's going to cut Lovett, shoot him out. Oh, well, he got just a 2-point near fall there. I thought he got, well, wait a minute now, they're adjusting. I thought he got the full thing, so it's 11-6 with the writing time, 12-6. For Nebraska to get the major, need a takedown, and obviously Real Buto is starting to feel a little better about himself and thinking he's right back in the match, and he is. Real Buto got a 2-point reversal, 4-point near fall. Not sure if they're checking writing time or not, which...
Well, this third period, Real Buto almost had a 2-point near fall when he got reversed. Then he does reverse him to his back. Now it looks like Roberto looking for a call. Nice shot, nice high crotch by Roberto. Cuts across, he's close to a takedown here. There it is.
So now 11-9, there's only 10 seconds left. You're gonna have to do a quick tilt. It looks like a near fall right there. I don't know why he's not a count.
Wow.
He's gonna run out of time. Ridge Lovett's gonna hold on for the 12-9 win. Panther fans are not happy that there was not a near fall there. I'm not so sure Coach Schwab wants a review here. But
great third period by Roberto. If he did get it, it'd be only a 2 count, I think, but I don't think there was one. Yeah, I agree.
But great fight for Real Buto coming back. Lovett does get the win. Ties the dual meet at 6-6.
But another great match. Oh, man.
And you are watching UNI Wrestling versus Nebraska. Great, exactly what we had hoped for. And this should also be another good match, a match with Antrell Taylor and Ryder Downey. They wrestled in the finals of Cliff Keen out in Las Vegas, less than a month ago, where Taylor won that by, I believe, a point. Taylor ranked number 3, Downey number 5. Taylor having a great year, 13-0. He was an All-American last year, placed 8th. Downey was round of 12, 1 match away. Downey having a great year too, 10-1.
Yeah, I believe Taylor was All-American, actually a weight above 165. This year he cut down to 57.
Yeah, Nebraska did that with a bunch of their guys
3 of
this
their
year.
guys
Yeah.
that I know of, like 74 and 84 also in that boat. you know, you always want to try to make your lineup stronger, and Coach Manning and staff. But I figured it always doesn't work out that way.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
But, man, this was a great match in Las Vegas. Controversial both ways, and this reminds me of 25-pound match a little bit when, like Taylor in space, very quick. But if you slow him down and tie him up, makes it tougher on him. And Downey, here's, you know, our guy, or if you're a Panther fan, is like good on top, scrambles well, hard to score on.
Right. Yeah, I know the match watch was 141, Hardy and Apple. Could be 157.
Could be, yeah. Shoot.
Could be 74.
Yes.
Could be a lot of weights.
Yeah,
could be
74, 84, 97.
But this is two guys that you would anticipate being on the victory stand, the podium.
I actually think if you and I could win this match, they'd be favored to win the meet, which you wouldn't thought of, you know, going into the first half after the first half.
Yeah, first half, Nebraska had the higher, at least on paper, and we know that. You know, there's a reason you're ranked higher, because you've got that history and you've done something. But boy, you still have to get out and wrestle the match.
Taylor got him on the edge. Downey trying to circle in, but Taylor did a nice job pushing him off, really. But hey, man, that's the strategy, and he gets a stall call. Downey, man, hey, you cannot let that happen.
You can't, but I've seen the offensive guy get called for that too, when you're just trying to push him off. So it's a judgment call there. This one obviously goes against Downey.
And Taylor really tough when he gets that underhook. Helped him with that when he got him stall call. And there's that underhook again. Downey does a better job. Downey now close to the leg, but
just not quite enough penetration. Had two hands on the leg, but didn't have a
better
lock.
Penetration.
And you know Downey can wrestle extra minutes. I mean, that Big 12 final with Iowa State, that was insane.
Yeah, it was. Oh, nice job by Taylor, kind of a throw by. Downey sinks under, snags the leg, rolls through. Now he loves this position. Can't give up danger points.
30 seconds left in this first period. Watch these knees here. We don't want to be getting hurt. He's starting to bend that back over. Taylor does what he thinks he needs to do there.
That's what I said when I said Downey's really hard to score on, because he'll roll through like this.
And that's real good action from two top-tier athletes right there. Great shot by Taylor, good defense by Downey.
Here's where he is. He's just somersaults underneath, grabs the leg, rolls through, staves off that takedown.
So 10 seconds left in the period. Taylor a little bit like Smith at 125. He's got some real good fakes. Have to stay down on those fakes. And just like 125, we have a 0-0 period.
Which I think favors Downey a little. I mean, you know, in the game plan action, I would think.
So Taylor to get the choice to open the second. He's going to go right under Downey. Downey, like we said, pretty darn good rider. And we'll try to work all those tilts he's got. Oh, nice job, Taylor, up right away to his feet.
That's how you want to do it if you're watching. You're young guys, that's how you want to do it. And that's also how you want to do it to put him back down, rear standing. That's how you want to do the lift. Now, Downey cannot afford a stall call. There's a second time. Needs to do it again. Cannot let him go. Nice job by Downey, man.
3 good mat returns, or at least 2, and then drove Taylor out of bounds. Taylor, great job of just coming back up to his feet.
Man, that was quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, and you want to coach that if you're a coach. You just keep going up to your feet. At some point, you are going to break that lock and get away. But it is a little demoralizing when you get mat returned 2, 3, 4 times in a row.
The one thing he's got going too, Downey has a stall call. And so he's got to be careful not to give up another one. And right now he's got to make that attempt, another one, and he's doing it. Falls back down, but
it's out of position.
Because
of that stall warning. Doesn't want to give up that point.
But it won't cost him to just get away here. Just be just like an escape. 2-1.
Get feet to back there and a tilt.
Yeah, and you know, watching video and stuff, because Downey almost turned him in the Vegas duels by tying up his wrists. That didn't happen. Another great match so far. We're halfway through, about 57.
Guys just head-to-head, jockeying for position, hand fighting. 20 seconds left in the second period. Now we're under 10.
Downey doing a better job not letting that underhook come in.
And that's going to push us into the third period where Downey's going to go down. Try to tie this thing up at 2-2 if he can get his escape. He does have 27 seconds of riding time. Don't think riding time, at least at this juncture, does not look like it's going to be a factor.
Called Nebraska. Kind of jumped the gun there.
There we have a fair start.
Nice job by Downey, coming to his feet, trying to break his hands. On the edge.
Taylor running Downey out of bounds there, so Downey will go back down.
And another great match. Taylor number 4, Downey number 5.
Downey working those hands. He's got them broken. He's going to get out for his one right there, tie it up.
We're dead even.
So a minute and a half to go. So a little free match. We go a little overtime. Not looking too far ahead, Coach.
Taylor trying to dig in that underhook, but Downey's done a good job not letting it happen since that first period. Downey does have a stall call.
Forehead to forehead, more hand fighting there. Now Downey wants to get a collar tie.
Man, we're dead even. 50 seconds to go.
Look out in the crowd, see some Nebraska fans here. They've showed up from Lincoln. But now we're down around 30 seconds. Nobody's really taking a serious attack here in the third period. Taylor looks like he's trying to get his energy level going for another attack here, but nobody's even hit a leg here in the third period. 20 seconds to go. All knotted up at 2.
There's that underhook. Downey gets it out. Nice shot. Only a few seconds left. Taylor trying to
return.
Oh, nice
whizzer.
Nice whizzer by Downey. Holy
and
cow.
once again, just like first period, good attack by Taylor, just as good defense by Downey, so we are going to go overtime.
All he's got to do is get him in. Downey gets his whizzer out, or gets his whizzer in. Now we got 2 minutes on our feet. Here we go. Man, what a great meet so far. No, nice shot by Taylor. Gets in deep on the single. Now a body lock. Downey does a good job with the whizzer. Double underhook. Downey can't get called for stalling here. He's got to circle hard.
He's fighting in as hard as he can.
Circle hard. Doesn't.
So they're calling Taylor now for pushing him out. They called Taylor for not letting Downey work back in, just like we talked about. So now a stall call each way. You could have made that same call earlier in the match.
My God.
Panther fans love it. Nebraska hates it, obviously.
Nebraska coach is real upset with that one. But, man, that was a powerful shot by Taylor. And then he gets double unders. And Downey, man, he's come out of some stuff here.
He was just taking ground. Taylor was, and Downey just doing everything he can to fight back in. A little reshot by Downey doesn't quite get to Taylor's legs. Now we're in a halfway through overtime. See Coach Drew Foster over there imploring Downey to score.
Oh, nice shot by Downey. He's in on his left leg. Trying to come up. Taylor doing a nice job squaring up. Downey now does have an angle. Picks up the leg. In on a single.
Got to put him down for a takedown. Drag him back into the middle. You got time.
Oh, there.
He's covered the off ankle. That's a takedown by Ryder Downey.
Woo! Crowd is going crazy.
Taylor's starting to walk off the mat. They need to come back and shake hands. Downey gets his hand raised.
Big win.
Unbelievable start to the first half of the dual meet. Ryder Downey 5-2 victory in overtime puts the Panthers up at intermission 9-6.
Here it is. Nice tip. Oh my goodness. Had it really beautiful takedown by Downey. And that's the difference so far. Taylor was in, ear to rear standing, couldn't finish. Downey got a whizzer, and Downey gets his chance. He does get it through.
Absolutely. That brings us to intermission. You are watching UNI Wrestling versus Nebraska.
Nebraska 6.
So we are off and running 165 pounds. Nebraska going to bring out Christopher Minto. He's a redshirt freshman from Cape Coral, Florida. Panthers Jack Thompson ranked number 21 in the country. Redshirt senior from LaPorte City. Wrestled at Union High School.
Minto, real talented. I've seen him go, but I'm going to tell you something. If Jack Thompson goes, gets on the offense, he's fun to watch. So,
and of course, Minto had an older brother wrestle here. Yes. Basil wrestled 197 pounds.
Got a headgear broke, I think. Thompson's headgear.
Yeah, Minto real talented. I've seen him at a couple open tournaments. Explosive. As we have this lull in the action, let's get those intermission adjustments. They're brought to us by the UNI Foundation. Now it's time to ask ourselves, what does the world need from us tomorrow? Give today at ourtomorrow.uni.edu. Coach, what do we have?
Well, you know, here we are. UNI's ahead 9-6. Won 3 matches. I think, man, that's a big boost for UNI. Unexpected, really pulled some upsets. And if they can continue, Nebraska's in trouble. But they can right the ship. They win these next couple matches, which they can. So I think I'm just hoping, man, we keep seeing some great matches like we have the first half.
Yeah, absolutely. You rankings of each other. So anything could happen here.
Yeah, definitely. I think the first half, Nebraska on paper had the advantage, but UNI won more matches. Same thing could happen here for Nebraska against the Panthers. So.
And we appreciate the UNI Foundation for bringing those intermission adjustments to us. And we're back at action here. We've got already a minute 15 gone.
I think you got Thompson's got a new headgear, but I think that the strap keeps coming down. But hopefully that's not a factor for him.
You almost have to have a backup headgear.
Yeah, you do.
And I never did.
I never did either.
So you just hope the trainer or the coach has one and then try to adjust it on the fly. But
underhook by Minto. Way to action here, no scores, but getting down to about a minute left in the first, I mean. So obviously a takedown here for either guy to really play out big. First legit attempt. Really just took his leg away. It wasn't there anymore. He's very talented.
And that's a shot Thompson wants to hit. He wants to get in on that high crotch.
And he can hit that shot from either side.
Yes, he can.
There it is again. This time he does get in. Cuts across. He's close to a takedown. There it is. No, if he gets his head out, I would think he's going to score here. Oh, man, Minto. What a great job. Now he's almost getting a takedown.
Minto, great job of scrambling out.
Nothing.
And
Don't think he had it. But
I think time ran out there. I think both coaches are like, hey, I think we might have both had a takedown, but that I think that was called correctly. Well, and I think the referee might be taking this one on his own.
Right here, I think. Watching, I'm thinking Thompson got his arm through and was in position to score. Right here when he pops his head out. Really surprised Minto came out of that.
Yeah, Thompson really just needed to clear his head out. But I agree, some of that also, if you don't give that 3 when it's due, and I'm not saying he earned that, but if he got that in 3 seconds, that position is going to change.
Yeah.
And then it's not 3. So that's the bonus of half all right. And I would think Nebraska's the same way. At the end of that period, I think they double check and make sure we didn't get a takedown.
Yeah, exactly.
But pretty good action there in that last 30 seconds. Really good shot by Jack Thompson. Really good defense by Christopher Minto. And I think we're going to get a call here.
We'll take no points. Right here, Thompson. Man, he's so close, but Minto, great adjustment. Thompson really staves it off, almost getting taken down at the end of the period.
So after the review, no points either way. Panthers or Cornhuskers. Minto will go down to start the second period. He's trying to work right away to his feet. Thompson does a nice job of kind of pulling him back as that short sit out.
Stops the first move, trying to get an inside wrist. Nice Granby by Minto. Nice recovery by Thompson.
And just generally, Coach, a guy's worst position is the bottom, at least for a year or so, until you really kind of start to figure that out.
Yeah, typically that is. I think it looks like the plan for Thompson is to ride here. Is not to let him go, because he hasn't in the past, but
Minto.
Nice job by Minto's doing a switch action. He's really got an advantage here. Thompson holding on to the leg.
As long as he holds that leg, he's still in getting his riding time, and we're looking at a little scramble position. It's probably going to end up in a stalemate, but Minto's still trying to build. Yeah, he looked at the referee going, man, I'm still trying to build up here.
But yeah, right now it's 42 seconds riding time, and if you're Thompson, obviously the UNI people say, hey, man.
Very athletic, but still redshirt freshman. And most guys' position they're the weakest in right away is the bottom.
And Thompson's doing exactly that. He's getting off the mat. Now you got 52 seconds of riding time.
Now that's really savvy, and I know you have to wrestle it out there, but he was just about getting warned for stalling because he fell below the waist there and then just kind of pushed Minto out of bounds.
And that's how you do build riding time. And Thompson's that's not his best position, but maybe it is 10, 12, 15 seconds at a time.
That's exactly what it is. You know, everybody looks at this minute and goes, oh my, a minute. But it's 15-second goes, Coach, you're right. So now Thompson, 52 seconds of riding time over Minto. A lot of ways to win a wrestling match, a lot of ways to lose a wrestling match, but Thompson trying to ride Minto.
Short sit by Minto, trying to get hand control. Nice job by Thompson. Minto comes trying to roll, but Thompson doing a nice job holding on. Now Minto trying to jump over him. Oh, man. Anything could happen here.
Had a count going there, and we're probably another, well, I was going to say a stalemate. Thompson doing a good job of limp-legging that leg out, but Minto's dangerous in there. He's trying to roll, trying to elevate. Still hasn't got away yet. Now he's trying to build up into a shot. Finally gets away for his one-point escape after a minute 43 of riding time by Jack Thompson.
Real good job by Thompson, just kind of milking that riding time. But Minto, he was trying to get out the whole time, and finally does. I think, boy, they better be ready because somebody could sneak in a takedown here with short time here.
So at the end of the second, Minto's going to have the lead 1-0. Thompson's going to have the choice. I'm sure he's going down, and he is. And Thompson right now has a minute 43 of riding time. So we'll see what Minto can do on top here. Thompson gets to his feet.
Ooh, nice return. Minto definitely wants to get rid of this riding time because that way it'd be 1-1 if Thompson gets out.
All right. Good mat return by Minto there.
31 seconds. Thompson needs to get out if he wants to have an advantage. Stand up by Thompson. Minto got him on the edge. Nice job by Minto to bring him back down.
Brought him back down and had a 2-on-1. Now he goes off that claw ride. Now Minto's putting a ride on Thompson like Thompson did to him in the second period. To preserve that riding time, he needs to get out in 13 seconds. Just a huge sense of urgency to get out right now, Coach. So Minto to cover. Thompson's getting to his feet. Has just not been able to get away. Minto's looking for another mat return to run Thompson out of bounds, and he does.
Minute 6 riding time.
So that's kind of what we're talking about. He's just incrementally working that down.
He is doing a good job. Chipping away that riding time, and one more go, he'll have it under a minute. Sit out by Thompson. Good job, foul one by Minto.
So now Minto has worked that riding time down under a minute.
Stall call by Minto. On Minto? Oh, it's on Thompson.
Looks like it was on Jack Thompson.
Okay.
So that may or may not come into play here. I mean, the main thing now is obviously Thompson needs to get away to extend this match.
Short sit, crab position by Minto.
And Minto's thinking about a ride out for the win.
Nice mat return. He's doing a good job on top, and right now, why wouldn't you think that? I'm just going to ride him out to win the match. Got no stall calls. Beautiful mat return.
Now third period under a minute. Minto definitely looking for the ride out for the victory and get Nebraska on the board first here at 165. Crowd's now imploring Thompson here. Get up, get out, tie this thing up. Still 53 seconds left here in the third.
Thompson needs to get hand control when he gets up. He's been getting up, but he doesn't have control of his hands. Here he does. Now he does. Best chance to get away, but Minto recovers.
Minto just doing enough just to stick with Thompson. Lifts, drives him out of bounds.
You and I won a couple matches just like this, and now maybe Nebraska's thinking, hey, man, I'm going to eke one out here, too.
That's absolutely what Coach Manning's hoping for.
Oh, nice job by Thompson. He does get out.
Thompson explodes. Now this is going to come down to a takedown, either in the third period or maybe even in an extra period. It's 1-1. Riding time not going to be a factor now.
$15 seconds. Six seconds.
He might have left a smidge early, Minto, and he did. He'll get a caution for that, but that's not going to hurt anything. Both guys pretty darn tired. You would be after.
Schwab wants to know.
Well,
how many, maybe.
Well, I know it's number 2. He got one, I think, on a top start. So one more would be a penalty point.
Got another overtime, Coach.
Guys pretty evenly matched. Going to overtime, 1-1. Takedown by either one of these competitors will end the match. Otherwise, we'll keep wrestling, but we've got 2 minutes for somebody to decide a victor here.
Oh, another dead even match. Dead even match.
Just a great dual meet, up and down. Great competitive matches. Lots of excitement. This dual meet beats any NFL game on today, I'm telling you.
Nice shot by Thompson. He's in. He's in. He's got to get his arm through, which he does. It's close, but Minto gets the leg and passes it.
Now Minto's trying to build up here, and Thompson dives under.
Oh, man. That was close for Thompson. Minto did a great job.
Great scramble both ways, but we're not going anywhere. We need to get a stalemate here.
Woo!
Good attack by Thompson. Great defense by Minto.
Here's a shot by Thompson. Gets his arm through. Arm out. He needs to post the arm, but Minto rolls through with that ankle.
And if you keep weight on that left leg and drive over it, you'll probably score there. Obviously, much easier said than done. Now under a minute in overtime.
Another shot by Thompson. There's a stall call. Oh,
he's just going to drive forward. He's going to get this.
Nothing yet. Nice job by Minto. Oh, there it is. There it is, I think. Thompson. Another Panther overtime win.
Panthers came to compete today for 7+ minutes. 2 overtime victories. This one by Jack Thompson will put the Panthers up 12-6 in the dual meet, heading to 174 pounds. There's the attack right there, Coach.
Right here, man, and he drives across that far ankle, and that's it right there. Great job on the edge.
You're watching UNI Wrestling versus Nebraska. 174 pounds. Panthers over the Huskers to this point after 6 matches, 12-6. We're going to have another barn burner here, 174 with Jared Sim. He's number 16 in the country. Lenny Pinto from Nebraska, number 17. They did wrestle out in Las Vegas a few weeks ago with Sima getting the win. But Pinto is about as dangerous as you can get.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can put your feet to back in about a second.
Both national qualifiers, both on the, close to being on the podium.
Now, here's another guy that cut down in weight, correct?
Yes, it
He went
is.
from 184 to 174.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we watched him wrestle Kekaizen last year.
So once again, on paper, just
Dead even.
dead even.
Yeah.
As pretty much every one of these matches has been.
Maybe a slight shade to Sima in this one since he's beat him early in December. But, dude, that's not held up at all. Who's beating who?
Pinto 11-3 on the season. He was third in the Big Ten last year in that juggernaut of a conference.
Just dragged by Sima.
Sima's sitting at 14-5 this year. Now, he was round to 12. One match away from All-American status last year.
Nice underhook. He's so powerful here. Oh, man, he is so powerful in that body locker. But nothing Sima has come out
and
of
if Pinto doesn't put him down, he's not going to score anything, and he doesn't.
Now Sima's in. Sima's got it. He's got this. Looking for back point, trying to get him to his back. I'm telling you.
That is an unbelievable sequence there where Sima gets off his back when he is almost dead to rights.
But that has been the deal this meet. Panthers have been in trouble and not only come out and got their own takedown a number of times.
Correct, and wrestled through every position. But that's what you're dealing with Pinto here. He could do that anytime, anywhere. Yep. That's how dangerous he is.
Here's where Sima doubles up on him and really has him in trouble right here. Pinto gets out, but here we are, 3-0. Sima.
Sima now likes to be on top, pretty crafty on top. Pinto going to work out a leg there and try to stand up. He comes back to his base.
Sima building his own riding time, over 40 seconds already.
Yeah, when you get that takedown off the side of the mat there and you split the legs, you're going to bank about 20, 30 seconds, just that guy trying to scramble out. Absolutely.
Sima's got that far arm trapped. He's got him in trouble here. Pinto comes out again, man. Sima going for it, though, man.
He's gonna have to build up here, and he does, so he doesn't get the warning.
Oh, here he goes, his tilt. He goes to his tilt. Sima's going all out here, man. He's not holding back.
Pinto had a really nice roll there, actually. You picked up on that. He had that elbow trap, so it didn't work. Yeah. But Sima, great job with the right out. So he's going to have that 3-0 lead with riding time heading into the second period. And he's going to go down to start the second period. Try to increase that lead. Sima working up that quad pod, now tripod. He's got that now up 4-0.
Here we are again. Pinto gets a takedown. He's back in it. Sima gets a takedown. They're looking for major decision point.
Yeah, go back to that sequence in the first period. A totally different match if Pinto gets a takedown and maybe a little near fall there. But he does not, so Sima now 4-0. And he's got his riding time, and he's probably going to go, Pinto will probably go down, so he'll increase that riding time probably in the third. But back to action here, 50 seconds left. Pinto trying to work a little 2-on-1, but Sima, nice job with his head position. Pinto just trying to drag Sima down, but just doesn't quite have the leverage to do it with that hold. Now we're at 20 seconds. Pinto lowers his level for a leg attack.
Uh-oh, man, somebody's going to get it, but now Sima does a nice job dropping in. Almost 8 seconds left. He's got a cradle hooked up. He's got to get him on his hip. Loses the cradle.
And with Pinto, nice defense, hitting those splits, very flexible, does not give up a takedown. But now Pinto looks over to Coach Manning. Manning says, you're going feet. And this would be another, more or less, a 4-point takedown. If Pinto could get it, he might erase that riding time.
Yes. No, I think this is the right call for Nebraska. But hey, if you're Coach Schwab and the Panthers, oh, nice job by Pinto. Nice single. Looks like he's going to score here.
If he keeps working around behind, he's in good shape
Pinto's,
here.
He does score.
So now 4-3, and that riding time is going to evaporate here shortly.
And they're going to cut him. They're going to cut him. It's going to be 5-3 with no riding time.
So Pinto pushes Sima, Pinto in the lead. Now Sima could work a 4-point takedown if he could get a takedown to get 5 seconds of riding time, but at this point, Sima enjoying that 2-point lead. Has to stay aggressive, not reckless. Pinto's coming at him.
Another nice shot by Pinto, this time a quarter Nelson. Oh man, Sima was going, try to pitch him to his back. Sima, now he's in the underhook position, over and under both guys.
Both guys got an underhook here. Stay low, because Pinto
he's dangerous.
is thinking about a lat drop. I could see it. Sima, nice job of wrestling the edge there. Boy, time was just ticking off there. And Pinto will get a stall call there.
That was a nice job by Sima. He just kind of played the edge and did a nice job ticking.
So Pinto's got to come here with 28 seconds left, down 5-3. Sima needs to win that hand fight, keep Pinto off balance.
Well, Pinto's going to be coming here, no doubt about it. There's underhook. Underhook, oh man, nice job. Nice. And Pinto does get the takedown. What a great job.
Just a high single to a finish. He needs to kick out there. Now Pinto's in the lead, 6-5. 4 seconds left. Sima's got to get away here.
Dude, that
to
was
force overtime.
Clutch for Pinto, man.
He just kind of shucked Sima off his head. Didn't drop it. I mean, shot in on a high single and finished it. So Sima got to explode here. 4 ticks to get away and force overtime. He did jump there. And Pinto with the 4-second right out here is going to get inch Nebraska a little bit closer in the team race. Sima set, Pinto cover. He's up quick. Oh boy. Thought he timed that one a little better. They did. They gave him his second caution. Jumped the gun just a smidge, it looked like. This crowd will go absolutely bananas if Sima can get away here in 4 seconds and force overtime. Yeah, now Pinto jumped. Sima up, he's got to cut through and face him, and he does not, so Pinto's going to get the win, 6-5.
Big win for Nebraska, man. That's a big win.
And that'll draw the Cornhuskers closer, 12-9, Panther lead, heading into 184 pounds. You're watching UNI and Nebraska Wrestling. 184 pounds. UNI Panthers, Parker Keckeisen. 184 pounds for the Nebraska Cornhuskers will be Silas Allred. Allred ranked number 5 in the country. Wrestled 197 last year. He's sitting 11-0 on the year from Anderson, Indiana. Two-time qualifier, Big Ten champ. When's the last time a Big Ten champ didn't place in the national tournament?
Yeah.
And Allred did win the Big Tens last year.
At 197.
At 197. Parker Keckeisen, he is ranked number 2 in the country. He is a 4-time All-American, 3-3-2 and national championship last year. And he's in on a shot right away. Allred, nice job of defending that. So we got a multiple Big 12 champion, national champion against a Big 10 champion. Of course, this match going to be huge in the duel. Either Nebraska going to draw a little closer, maybe tie it, or the Panthers will put a ton of pressure on the Cornhuskers, making them win the last 2 matches.
Nice job by Keckeisen. He's on him, man. When Parker is aggressive early, it's usually trouble for his opponent.
It is. Because he always finishes fast. How do you start fast? Digging that underhook. Now, Allred gets a stall warning just over a minute into the match, but Keckeisen has been pushing the pace. Reminds me a little of last year's dual meet where Nebraska won by just a point. It was just tooth and nail back and forth. That's right. That's right.
I thought we beat him when I was here.
Keckeisen working back to the center. Number 2, number 5, squaring off right here at McLeod Center.
And we've had a lot of big matches.
Huge matches.
For seedings, for this meet, obviously. Tell you what, if Pinto wouldn't have came back in that last match, they'd have really been in trouble. And you'd think that obviously Keckeisen is favored here. And if he could get a major, that would be huge, because even if Nebraska won the last 2 matches, which both should be close, but obviously he's got to secure a win.
Just hold the elbow.
Yeah, you're talking about the Big Ten champ. This ain't no joke here, man.
Yeah, you don't just get on a little bit of a roll.
Yeah.
Big Ten. I mean, you earn that thing. That's a mini national tournament. Big Ten solid top to bottom, and that's why they get so many qualifiers out of that tournament. Now, Keckeisen going to score a point here with an Allred stall.
I mean, Allred really hasn't done much, and there's a takedown. That's huge.
And once again, Keckeisen finish rate almost 100% when he's in on a leg. One of the highest guys in the country, shoot and score.
Here it is. Pulls his head down, straight double, and just drives until he secures the score, man.
So he gets that right at the end of the first period. 4-0 Keckeisen. Take down stall point.
Like I said, if he could get, I mean, it's tall task sometimes, but if he could get a major in this one, it'd really be big for the dual meet.
So Allred out for his escape. Keckeisen just fine wrestling on his feet. And that pace will not slow down with Keckeisen.
Another shot. Nice job. Oh, he comes to the cradle. He comes to the cradle. There
up.
it is.
Oh, Allred's in trouble.
Oh! Woo! You and I going crazy.
Parker Keckeisen makes the McLeod electric with the fall over Silas Allred. Locks up a cradle tight, nowhere for Silas Allred to go. Parker Keckeisen loving every second of it. Last year of competition. That'll move the Panthers to 18-9, heading into 197.
Returning national champion. You don't see him get that excited that often.
That's awesome. That's awesome for the Panthers.
Oh, man.
You're watching UNI Wrestling versus Nebraska.
Parker getting a fall brought the house down, but here we go. And by the way, this is unofficial, but guys checking on the last time UNI has beaten Nebraska. The date I got right now is February of 1964.
Wow.
What?
Doesn't sound right, but
I don't. Is that right?
That's quite a drought if that is the case. Hey, 197, we got Wyatt Volker for UNI. He's 15th in the country, going against Camden McDonald. He's number 22. He is a freshman. Wyatt Volker is a redshirt sophomore. Volker is an NCAA qualifier last year, two-time champ in high school. Now McDonald, three-time finalist champ out of Ohio and a Fargo All-American. So
yeah, he can wrestle.
He can wrestle. But for the dual meet, Panthers definitely in the driver's seat at 18-9. But Coach Schwab's not happy with that. He wants a victory here at 97 and obviously at heavyweight. This has been a very exciting duel. Did not see that 84-pound match ending in a fall. But Keckeisen loaded up that.
Yeah, I got an update on the history. In 2000, January 29, 2000, there was a tie. Back then, we actually tied 20-20, and Manning was the coach of UNI.
There was no criteria back then, was there? Just tied.
So that stands 1964 since UNI have beaten the Cornhuskers in wrestling.
It still doesn't seem right, but.
Nice shot by Volker in deep.
Well, he's extended, though.
The McDonald heavy hips right there.
Yeah, McDaniel.
McDaniel
is,
nice shot by McDaniel. Single, has Volker's leg up. Volker tries to
cut under.
Cut under, doesn't get it, but no points yet. And they're close to going off, but no. McDaniel does.
Still nothing. Oh,
he does give it.
He does give it right at the end there. I actually thought it was closer towards the middle of the mat, but Volker kept wrestling. And McDaniel did also, and McDaniel locked down that three-point takedown.
That's a nice single shot, man. 40 seconds, so Volker needs to get on the board here. We'll see here, up to his feet. Looks like McDaniel letting him go.
Both guys in a collar tie here, and they break away from that. Now Volker down to a knee at the back of McDaniel's leg, but you got to penetrate up to that.
Yeah, he needs to take both hands to the leg. I think he found out that he could get to it, though, right there.
Good snap by McDaniel right there, keeping Volker off balance. And the first is going to end with McDaniel 3-1 lead over Volker. They're going to going to be Volker's choice.
So 66.
He's going to go down and try to tighten this match up.
Okay.
Volker once again up to his feet, fairly easy, and is out for his 1-point escape. 3-2 McDaniel. Volker tries a little duck action. Does not get any points out of that. Now he drops to a knee, penetrates a little bit. He's picked up his pace a little bit here in the second period, Volker.
Volker has picked it up. But good job by McDaniel.
McDaniel back in on another single. Volker, good defense, limp legs out of that, just kind of kicks out of it. But McDaniel's been on a couple great attacks, finished one. Under a minute, second period. Panthers, as of now, in the commanding lead in the duel, 18-9. Walker trying to dig that underhook. He's got a very good Greco background also. On the U23 World team this past summer. Actually falls when he wrestled in the U23 Worlds. Now he dives in on a double, just too far away. McDaniel too solid there defensively.
Now I don't want to get the alums riled up. And 91 actually it was 33-9. Panthers won in the West Gym.
Yeah, West
now
Gym.
I remember some of those guys. I remember Jerry Llewell and some of the old boys that were on the floor cheering. And but I thought that was the case, but I didn't want to go past the yearbook. But now we go. So now instead of, it's only been what, a 30-some?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
1, 11, 30, 34 years.
And I think there were some years in there. I didn't think they wrestled every year, but it's been a long time, and Nebraska's been good for a long time.
Yeah.
And like I said, last year was a 1-point duel. You and I had every chance to win that one. Crack staff of folks going through some documents there trying to get our info for us. So
nice job by Volker. Got the single up. He needs to score here. Oh my goodness, McDaniel just powered down. Volker back in. Volker's really picked it up here, and he needs to.
Yeah, McDaniel got to have some good hips there. He's fighting.
Nice throw by. Nice
all
throw by
of Volker's.
McDaniel. Now they're in a scramble. Volker trying to pass the leg. McDaniel really looks like he's nothing yet. Volker now has an advantage. Wow, this has been a great scramble here. Volker needs to get a comeback for the crossface. There it is. He scores.
So Volker gets a takedown. That's going to move him in the lead 5-4. Riding time's not going to be a factor unless he rides him all the way out, and then it still won't matter because Volker will get the victory. McDaniel needs to get to his feet and get off to possibly force an overtime.
Volker needs to
on his belly. Volker needs a ride out for about 40 seconds for a win. McDaniel obviously trying to get away.
I don't think Volker wants to get in the crab too much. He's getting out of position.
Way out of position there. And
trying to scramble.
There's no change yet, but he's got to get his hips back up, and he's tight again now. So, but he needs to get back up on top and get out of this position if he's trying to win this match.
Just needs to get a wrist. Needs to do a butt. Needs to put him back down.
One mat return might win this. Going to a T-lift. He's going to run McDaniel out of bounds with 10 seconds left.
Here you go. 10 seconds to win the match.
It's going to end up being more or less like a Sima match. Sima could not get out. Can McDaniel get out? Or can Volker ride?
Getting some help.
Volker right to an ankle. He's going to have to work up. He can take a stall call. He can take at least one stall call here, and he'll take one, and that's good, smart wrestling by Volker. He'll come out with a 5-4 victory. And that will lock the duel up for UNI, 21-9, heading into heavyweight. Good hard-fought match by McDaniel and Volker. Volker comes out by one.
McDaniel did a really nice job. Volker shows some grit coming back.
One match left, heavyweight. You're watching UNI and Nebraska wrestling.
It's on the team.
Back at the McLeod Center, the dual meet has been not in question now. 21-9. UNI is leading and will win the dual meet, but we have one match left. Two more quality heavyweights. Number 20, I've got number 23 in the country, Harley Andrews from Nebraska, number 16 in the country, ranking Lance Runyon from UNI. Runyon in on a shot right away. Hip for a 3-point takedown.
Nice job in legging. You don't see that much for heavyweights, but nice reversal by Runyon.
Andrews gets a little bit too high there, and Runyon does a nice job, a little swim action to get out for his 2-point reversal. Andrews real long. Runyon's probably 6'1". I'll bet Andrews about 6'3", maybe more.
And again, Runyon's tough on top.
Andrews sitting at 8-5 on the year, sophomore, 3-time Oklahoma champ, so that's no joke. Great wrestling they have in that state. Now Lance Runyon, 2-time national qualifier, but not at heavyweight at 174.
You don't see that much, Coach.
No, so he's trying to keep his weight up.
And that's easier. That's not easy sometimes to try to get up, because I think he's probably, what, 220 or?
Yeah, he's in that 220, 222 range, and that's full feed and trying to stay big. But he's got the wrestling skills of a 174-pounder.
Yeah, he does. He's had a good year. Cradle action, no. Andrew comes back and gets a reversal.
Andrews is so long, I don't know. Man, if you're going to cradle him, you're going to have that knee right next to his head. So he does a great job of getting a reversal. I mean, Runyon just gets out of position there. Andrews hustles, gets his 2-point reversal. So a lot of action here at heavyweight. Still over a minute left in the first period. Andrews up 5-2. Runyon looking to jump aside. Andrews doing a good.
He's close to getting a score
Yes, he
here.
is. Boy, if he can get his hips down and away a little bit, now maybe he's trying to trap him, grab that head.
Runyon, another reversal.
So we got a takedown, 2 reversals, 3 reversals, 1 by Andrews, 2 by Runyon. Now it's 5-4. And Runyon's starting to build the riding time again. Yeah, this is going to be an entertaining heavyweight match for sure. It already has been. Huge ride out for Runyon if he can get it. Andrews just in his base has not tried to come up yet here in this last little flurry. But now he hits a little switch action.
Oh, nice job by both guys. Good action underneath, but Runyon really recovered well. And now he's got 56 seconds riding time. Good wrestling right there.
Real good action. So Runyon, his choice, second period. Andrews going to start on top. Recent history is going to tell you he's going to get a reversal, but any way to get away is a good way. Andrews drives that leg in, but gets a little bit high again, and that's what happens. Runyon in on a reversal, and he's got a leg turn.
Got a bottom leg. He's in trouble. He's got him in trouble here. Oh, there's a lot of time left, too.
Runyon just needs to settle in there. Just settle in, and he does. And he points until that hold is released, but he can make it tighter. Andrews doing a good job of fighting through there. He's got to try to get that left leg back and crawl forward and get his hips back to even. And Runyon's going to just try to keep getting it tighter and tighter and tighter. Andrews has to crawl forward and get that leg free. I just don't know any other way to get out of that. Now he's trying to get those hips even and move forward, but Runyon right off to a bar arm. And Runyon's got now 1:45 of riding time trying to run the bar arm. That's a totally different hold. He should get his near fall. That's a totally different hold. Not sure why he hasn't given it yet. Now he's given it. He had to let go of the bar arm, which had nothing to do with the leg Turk.
Wow, great job by Runyon coming back now. 10-5 plus riding time. 3 reversals.
Yeah, so there's Andrews again, gets a little bit too high with that leg.
And Runyon just swims out of it. Really nice technique.
It was that cross shoulder, little cross face, far shoulder, and just settles in for his near fall.
We're never going to go the history again, Coach Bradley.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Another
Dave Malachek put it on me and said, come on, Coach.
So we got another update.
91, yeah.
There you go.
He just doubled down on it. And it was a big win.
Appreciate it, Coach Malachek. That's all we
great.
needed. Just somebody that actually wrestled the meet to tell us.
We got people
That's right.
searching, man. That's great. No more. But hey, what a meet for UNI. 21-9.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they came to compete. Nebraska they are loaded top to bottom, dual meet wise.
Legit.
Yes.
Definitely legit.
Boy, Andrews just about came around for another reversal, but just gets an escape. And that's going to draw him a little closer, 10-6. But Runyon, with that near fall and the riding time, is in command right now with 20 seconds left here in this second period.
And if you look, if Runyon wins this match, it's going to look like such a huge margin. But, man, this meet was close so many times.
I'll tell you what, Andrews getting real close to scoring here. Runyon finally gets his hips back. Now he's going to try a little short drag and go behind.
Oh, man. Andrews has him flat with no score.
Andrews is so long, he took a real long shot, but got to Runyon's leg and almost finished it.
Yeah, you can tell Andrews, man, you're going to put some weight on that kid down the road. He's going to be a
beast.
Yeah.
Because he can wrestle. So now Runyon, 10-6, starting top. Andrews down. He does have riding time. Over 2 minutes and building.
Nice switch, Andrew, but good. He just re-switched, comes around, great control by Runyon. Changes position, knocks his hips down, puts his weight on him. It's kind of some textbook riding right there.
It is, and he goes out and reaches for that wrist, gets a cross wrist. Now he's got a 2-on-1, so that'll bank you about another 10 to 15 seconds for him to break that and try to get to his feet. Well, he likes that switch action, and I think Runyon's kind of figured out keeping that high shoulder in Andrews' side. Andrews now building up.
Nice. Granby right back in on him, Runyon. Beautiful job right there, staying with it.
He did not get an escape for that, even though it looked like he broke away.
Runyon in on a single, so he's going to get called there. Be a stall call. 51 seconds.
So Runyon warned for stalling, 10-6, 3:09. He's got the riding time banked. I mean, I think he just challenged Runyon to finish on top here, right?
Yeah.
No scrambles, just hard, solid ride for 51 seconds.
And we'll see if he tries to hit that switch or Granby again.
Yeah, so Andrews needs multiple points, going to have to do something. Hit that switch, catch Runyon out of position, maybe hit that Granby.
Runyon controlling that wrist. Really tough to get away when you get your wrist tied up.
He had a 2-on-1 and an ankle trap, so he's in good shape here. Andrews got his head on the mat. Now just a power half. Fans are feeling it with 20 seconds left.
Great meet for UNI. Number 4 team in the country. Going to end up like 24-9 victory. Wow.
Did not see that coming, 24-9, but Coach Schwab loves it. The fans love it. And Lance Runyon will put the cherry on top with a 11-6 with his riding time victory. And the UNI Panthers will defeat the Nebraska Cornhuskers 24-9. Another replay. Runyon swims out.
Nice reversal by Andrews. Another reversal by Runyon coming up. Some really good wrestling in this match. Andrews legs him and Runyon swims out for another reversal.
We'll be back shortly with the final post-meet. You're watching UNI Wrestling versus Nebraska.